Welcome to a brand new video. I hope you've had an absolutely brilliant Christmas. Today is a great concept and it's a perfect chance for you to start working on your game ready for the next season. Perfect for the range, perfect for the course, this one. You will continuously have intermittent sessions of good strikes to hitting the ground first with your irons unless you get this concept dialed in about the left arm and the golf club lining up. It is very, very pivotal. It's a perfect strike. This is where about 90+% of us go wrong. We think that we have to put all that power in here in order to strike down and hit our irons as far as we can. So what I want you to avoid at all costs is, as we're swinging down, the left arm and the golf club lining up before we hit the ball. And I really, really stress that again. We don't want the left arm and the golf club to line up before we hit the golf ball. Because, look at this, right? Really pay attention to this. I'm going to do it in slow motion here. If we line it up before, think about the momentum of the head now. This will start to overtake those hands where we get in that situation where we get that little bit of buckling of the arms, scooping, adding loft. And this is what we really, really want to avoid. Have a look at that golf club as well there. If I line it up early, I tend to see this, as opposed to if I line it up later, I tend to see scenarios like this. So there's a 3-stage process to this. Now, we have to get the grip right. So let's just firstly go through that as stage 1. Now, look at where I've got that positioned. You can see that I've got the meaty part of my hand sat on top of that golf club. Again, the meaty part of my hand sat on top. Just a quick test, that is what we should be able to do. If it's not sat on top, that'll just fall away. That's the first stage. And I say that's the first stage because that's very, very pivotal to being able to hold that angle for as long as possible. If the meaty part's on top, we can. If it's not, we simply can't. So we can't falter at that first hurdle. Next stage, okay? Stage 1's really easy, but I see that as the foundations to getting this right. And think about it, right? Our grip is our only point of contact with the golf club. So, stage 2 now, I'm gonna go grab my towel. Now, most towels, actually this is quite a special towel, have a look at this. I know it's a bit dirty. When's the last time you got your towel cleaned? Bit of a JCB towel. Now, most towels have a carabiner clip. I'm just going to clip it on here like this, just as the end, just simply like that. Now, what I want you to think about here is we're going to swing this golf club to the top one-handed. Now, we're not going to hit any shots away at this point. We're going to swing it to the top one-handed, all the way to the top here. What our goal is not to throw that towel all the way to the end before we get our club head to meet the golf ball, because again, that's that scoopy scenario. What we're going to do is just make a few practice swings one-handed, feeling as though we keep that towel closest to the grip end as possible, and then after impact, throw that towel to the end. Let me show you that again. Really pay close attention to that. I stress this. We're going to swing it to the top, one-handed, keep the towel on as close to the grip end as possible, throw that grip end and towel away to the head as our golf ball goes past. In fact, just have a look at this one on the screen now in slow motion. You can really see me working through those key points, and all we're doing is learning to line that left arm on the golf club up after impact, not before, because that before is what we want to avoid. I would even, just at home now, if you're not on the driving range, have a go at that with a towel. Get some space though. Don't do it in the lounge when you're going to hit stuff. Okay, so next use for our towel, we're going to place this. I just literally walk a yard in front of me, okay? Directly down my ball to target line. So imagine my flag was straight down there. In fact, you can see it with this line. Now, what I'm using that towel for now as my theory of where I was going to line my left arm and my golf club up at. And even if you don't feel confident hitting balls straight away, a few practice swings, just pausing at that point. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to hit 2 balls away. You hit as many as the first ball as you want until you feel comfortable, and then build into the second. So the first shot, I'm going to hit this one away at sort of 50% speed, but focus on finishing somewhere around that towel to really encourage left arm on the golf club lining up after impact. So just like this. I know I've gone a bit further, a bit more momentum, but listen to that strike. That strike was so crisp. When you feel more comfortable, just use that in your peripheral vision of when you're hitting some shots away, of again, left arm on the golf club lining up after impact, not before. It's a concept that's tried and tested and really does work. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.